everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I thought today we would have a look at solving one of these problems that seems to happen where some artists such as Kirby will throw us a curveball and say, why don't you draw something? And that was never the idea. We're colourists, we don't want to draw anything. So there's pages like this. Embellish the elephant with detailed patterns. Doodle more crows. Yeah, this sort of thing. Decorate the feathers. So I've got a few ideas that I thought we could have a bit of a play with of today. So I'm going to start off with all these butterflies. Fill the butterflies with detail. And what I thought we could do instead was fill them with washi paper, washi tape. So all this collection of washi that we've got, we're going to be able to use it up. Okay, so I'm going to show you the way that I do it, and then I'll tell you another way that you could do it if you'd rather. But I'm very clumsy and heavy-handed, so that's why I do it the way that I do it. So for the method that I use, you're going to want some tracing paper and a pen. Any pen will do, but you do want a pen because you need to be able to see what you're tracing out the other side. Okay, so let me try and zoom you in. There we go. Okay. So other than this bit of tracing, this will require no drawing whatsoever, which is good. Because although I can draw, that takes a lot more effort than colouring does. I don't find drawing particularly relaxing. I find that I have to put a lot of effort in, so it's using a lot of brain power. So that's it. I'm not doing this bit. The body of the butterfly, he's going to stay there as he is. This one's quite detailed. These are the ones I will colour in. So there's that bit. Let's put some plain paper down so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. And you get out of the way. Okay, so there he is. So far, so good. So then we need to pick some washi. What about that? So I've got that one that's like mermaid. Yeah, let's do mermaid on this one because I have quite a collection of butterflies to do, so I don't think we need to worry about which one we want to do. So all that we do now is cover our tracing with the washi tape. And I'm just going to cover the whole thing. You can do individual wings, you know, each segment if you want. Do one segment and then do a different one, and then you could rotate your washi and all that sort of stuff. That's fine. I'm just going to show you the simplest version to start with, and then you can take it and roll with it, whatever you want. But for this, we're just going to whack it on like this. Super simple. Okay, so that's that bit done. If you don't think your washi is going to stick very well, you can either put a base coat of PVA and then stick your washi onto that, or you can use glue stick, that'll work. just to make sure that your washi really stays stuck. I feel like I'm super out of focus. Am I? We'll just keep going because I can't tell. So now you want to turn your butterfly over, and we can, because I've done it in pen, we can still see that line. So now we're just going to cut the whole lot out. I would go slightly bigger than your line so that when we go back to the colouring book, we're definitely filling the whole of that butterfly up. Concentrating again. Thinking. Because now, not only am I cutting, I'm trying to keep it on camera as well, so that requires a lot of thinking. Okay, so there's my butterfly wings. Kirby come back, and that's going to go onto there. And now we need the glue. So I'm going to use a wet white glue, but because it is a wet glue, there may be a small amount of wrinkling occurring. But this is really good quality paper in Kirby, so I don't really see that happening personally, but you know, we'll see. I'll test for you. I'll test it for you, don't worry. Because of course I haven't done this before. Why would I have done it before? Stick. Okay, so that's that. And then because washi is quite see-through, I can still see. I'm going to have to stick around my lines a bit better. Deal with that in a bit. I can still see the lines of the wings, so I can draw those back on. She says confidently. Like that. And if you wanted to, you could go around the edge as well. So that is my first butterfly. All done. I've got quite a few of them, so I'd better crack on, hadn't I? Okay, so that's all the washi taping done. I'm going to wait for my wings to dry and then I'll come back and detail them and colour these bodies in. I'm just going to do them black. And then the only other thing that you would need to deal with is if you're going to do anything to the background. It's up to you if you want to do the background first or if you want to do it after. And what are you going to do with these? Are we going to colour them or are we going to washi tape them to match these other butterflies? Okay, so I've finished all the butterflies on this page. I do need to do this one because it is a double page spread, but I'll do that later. And I need to add my background. What I did try on these butterflies, which turned out to be better, I think, was after I'd put the tape on the tracing paper, I turned them over and I put double-sided tape on the back, so then I didn't have to use the wet glue because I am getting a lot of wrinkling, so it wasn't as messy. I did have to hold it up to the light a bit to be able to see my lines to cut them out, so I would just try that bit out first. The other technique that you can do, which I avoid because I'm heavy-handed and clumsy, but if you're much more skilled than me, then you can put the washi tape directly on and then use, stick it actually onto the colouring book and then use a craft knife and gently cut round that way, so you're sticking directly on, so you're missing out the glue and the tracing paper. So that would be easier, but if I did that I would go through multiple pages, so that's why I haven't done that. So that's the washi tape decorating idea that I had for that one. Okay, so the next page I thought we'd have a go at is the zebra. So it says complete the zebra stripes. And of course Kirby has done all these doodly dudes in there, and you look at it and think, not a chance. I will just be painting them all black. And that is obviously a real shame. So I thought that we could do Zen doodles instead. So you can go on the internet and just Google Zentangles. Lots of different examples out there, and some websites show you the stages of how to build them up. So really, really simple, and I'm just going to pick one pattern and fill the entire stripe with that pattern. So we're going to need a pencil. I'm not going straight in, goodness me. But I will need a pen as well. Pencil, rubber, ideas off the internet, cable out of the way. So let's zoom in a bit. No, I've zoomed too far. Oh my goodness. So let's start on his face. I want a nice easy one to start with. And these don't have to be like super neat or anything like that. So let's have a look. I'm not good at Zentangle. Do you know what I want my ruler? I wouldn't say that I'm good at this, and I wouldn't say that I especially enjoy it either. Like some people sit for hours just doing Zentangles. That is not me. But I think this will look really effective on here. So this first one I can see is just drawing these curves. I knew I wouldn't be on. There we go. Bring them out, and then we can start somewhere else and do some more like this. Look at that one. I've gone over that in pen. That'll be a whole stripe done. Okay. So there's this one which has got like 3 lines, leave a gap. 3 lines, leave a gap. And then you can colour these or not colour them. That's up to you. What else looks achievable in my world? Okay, so there's this one where you've got 3 lines, but then every so often there's a circle like this. And because I'm doing it in pencil, I can just sketch it on, and then obviously it'll be super neat when I do my pen in a minute. Circle, circle. Like that. Let's have a look for a complicated one. So these are quite traditional, where you can see there's a grid of squares beneath it, and then the squares are decorated. So we could try and do something like that. It is going to be a bit more difficult because obviously I'm filling in. Oh, this is all one thing. Look, it goes on. We better keep doing this then for a minute. Put my circle in. Oh gosh, it keeps going. Do 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 do. A doopy 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 doo doo. Doopy doopy doo. There you go. Okay, so let's have a look at doing this square type thing. So here, so first things first, draw all your grid in. Okay, then we want to go this way. Okay, so I've got my grid. So this one, oh my goodness, might be too detailed for my stripes. So I think instead I'm just gonna do like a checkerboard on it instead. I don't think my stripes are thick enough to do all this complicated stuff. Whereas I think this will look more effective. Yeah, I think that's better. So, for this particular thing, we can keep it super simple. Good to know. So we can do some wavy line type things, like this. Yeah, so that's a good one. Circles of different sizes. Yep. These dashes look quite good. Oh, being a human being random is so hard, isn't it? There we go. Got some lines. And then, of course, you can do them where they do follow the stripe. No reason why you can't do that as well. So that looks pretty. This one's really narrow. What are we going to do for that? I reckon we just do stripes. Stripes within stripes. So this is kind of more of this, I suppose. This is the hardest bit, deciding what pattern I'm going to do. Let's do some curls. Okay, so that's a few done round his head. So let's get the pen in there. So this is not an alcohol marker because there's a risk of it going through. It's just like a black fine liner. So yeah, I think these are looking pretty effective, so I'll carry on getting all these drawn up. Okay, so I've done all the black lines, so now this is just ready to colour like it would have been if it hadn't have been left for me to deal with. So yeah, so obviously mine are not as detailed as Kirby's, but they are filled in, so that's that challenge kind of met. And obviously I just need to do the rest of the zebra now. So the last idea that I came up with was to do with one of these pages. Draw more bees bumbling towards the flowers. So I thought, why not just use some stamps? So I've got quite a few different bee stamps here. A few different designs of bees, indeed bumbling. So let's have a look at what designs I've got. Okay, I've got these ones as well. These ones are from The Works, and this pack only cost me £1, so that's pretty good. These are a bit more cutesy, but I don't think it matters. That I'm going to have a mix of bees. Okay. So I've got some serious bees and I've got some cutesy bees. Put them up there. Out the way a minute. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to use archival ink, and that should mean that if I decide to paint over the top of these, or whatever I use, I shouldn't end up with it smudging all over the place. Okay, so getting properly inked up. There we go, there's a bee. And another one down here. There's a bee. Have some other ones. Oh yeah, this one's super cute. I like him. Oh. Make sure you're sticking them onto your thing in a way that's like the right way around. Otherwise, when you come to stamp him, it's going to be all weird and wrong. And also make sure that you clean around your acrylic block here before you stamp it down. Otherwise you're going to get smudges and stuff going on. Okay, so let's zoom out again. I don't find zooming on a phone easy, you know. There we go. And let's get some more on. Okay, so I think that'll do. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want it to be some sort of horrific swarm. And it means that I can play around with my background and things like that. But these bees certainly look like they're just part of the picture. I don't think they look totally out of place. So yeah, I feel like this is another page that's now just ready for me to colour like I normally would. Okay, so that's just a few ideas of things that you can do with these pages that I just wanted to share with you. So hopefully it means that pages like this in our colouring books aren't just being abandoned and never coloured. We're able to do something with them. So if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. That'll really help me out, and you'll know when I next put some content up. So I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!